So we live on we love. We love. All right, let's get this right. All right, we're live. Obviously, Boston's taking on Miami right now. It's been a hell of a game. A hell of a game. This shit's going crazy. We're live on TikTok as well for those that want to join that. Jaylen Brown's going crazy right now. Did you guys see the end of that first half? Insane. Insane. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Defensive game plan to me has been excellent. Even switching
love it.
onto Porzingis and letting Hero guard him and turn around and shoot. You gotta take away.
That for you guys on YouTube. We're working right now to see how we can get obviously get the stream for you guys. We're thinking maybe playback TV, but we are live on TikTok as well. So put in the chat, guys. Who you feel is gonna win this? It's a tight game right now. Miami's holding strong with Boston right now. JT's going crazy. JT's going crazy. JB's going crazy. Obviously. Yeah, that's wild. Look at this. That's wild.
MVPs, Defensive Player of the Year. They're going to have some All-NBA performers and All-NBA defensive performers. But this was a collective this season.
Wait for some more people to get in here.
I mean, and sometimes people expect more award type stuff. Bottom line is that probably their starters are probably 5 of the top 35 or 40 players in the league. That's why they win, not because of just 1 or 2 guys.
They carry the burden of expectation, though. The best team in the regular season.
JB is dominating. This is one of the things I really like about Jaylen Brown, man. He's what, at 23 minutes right now, 10 for 16, 25 fucking points, 25 points. And we're only in the third. Going crazy, bro. We have to get this so you guys can see this. We gotta get this so you guys can see this. Give me a second. There we go. Should be a little bit better for you guys.
Jimmy Butler had a text for Tyler Hero. And Jimmy Butler asking Tyler Hero to do just that, be more aggressive.
This game's crazy. This game's crazy.
And missed it badly, did not hit the rim. Shot clock violation. And Miami.
Now, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't have anybody else in the East really coming out of this except for Boston. So it's good to see them getting tested right now by Miami. I think Miami is kind of like the Timberwolves right now, where it's like they play with a grit, and I love that about Miami. I love that Miami culture, especially when they're going up against teams like this where it's Boston. So what's up for TikTok? Devin Booker got in here. Devin Booker, what's up, man? What's up? And then as far as our podcast, the entirely NBA podcast, I know you've seen that out there. We got a lot of good guests coming up, so we're excited about that. I'm telling you, you can't sleep on Boston, man. You cannot sleep on them.
Back and forth game. The biggest lead for either team is 6. Celtics had a 6-point lead. Biggest lead for Miami was 5.
Jeez. That's what I'm talking about. That's that Miami, man. That's that Miami. Not a lot of players are gonna do that. As far as get into the game and want to shoot that type of shot, but the Miami, look at that. Defensive rotations are good. Tyler Hero's balling the hell out. Like I said earlier, JB on the Celtics side of things, 10 for 16 with 25, and we're in the third. He came to play. Okay, well, minus that shot. What the fuck was that, right?
Hero pushing it. Miami by 3. Three-pointer from Tyler Hero, no. And it's going to be White with a rebound, and Joe Mazzulla not pleased the way this third quarter is starting. Timeout on the floor.
Timeout. Joe Mazzulla doesn't like what he's seeing. But it's a good game, man. It is a good game. So again, put in the chat for everybody that just joined, man. Put in the chat who you think is going to win not only this game but the series, because this is one of the better series I think right now. Obviously, we look at the other games, Timberwolves and Suns. I don't know what's going on over there with KD and them. Yeah, obviously Lakers and Denver. I honestly, and forgive me, I don't think Lakers are even going to get one game. So that's sad to see. But who knows? They're going back home for Game 3, so we'll see what happens there. New York and Philly. I think Philly out of the last game did get cheated. I'm not gonna lie. We have in our TikTok chat. We have what's up, boy? Then we got Cleveland, Orlando. Orlando's down, but I think Paulo's having a great series so far, so that's cool. OKC and the Pelicans. Hey, look, for those that didn't watch that last game, that OKC Pelican game, that was a good ass game into the end. That was crazy. I loved it. Loved it. And obviously tonight we got Miami and Boston. So it's very exciting, all very exciting. Again, in the chat, for those that are watching right now, Miami or Boston for this series. Obviously Jimmy Butler is out for the series, so they have to adapt. A new play style, man, but we'll see what's happening. Again, score update for the Boston Celtics and Miami Heat game. It is 70-67. Jaylen Brown right now is leading all scorers with 25 points. Right behind him is obviously JT, another scoring phenom, 18 points. Heck of a game. So right now we're in a timeout, obviously. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? And then with our podcast, again, we have a lot of great guests coming up, so I'm excited about that. Make sure you tune into the chat. A lot of those are going through YouTube, and then obviously our Reels, and then TikTok on here. So very excited, very excited. Our big thing is obviously to get my man Gilbert Arenas on there one day. So we'll see how that goes. And then obviously the cast too. I fuck with Brandon Jennings a lot, so we'll see if we can get Brandon Jennings on there. How's everybody doing, man? How's everybody doing? Everybody good? Everybody good? Again, later this evening, 9:30 Eastern time, we have New Orleans and OKC. Again, last game came down to the wire. And obviously, if CJ McCollum hit that shot, well, we'd be looking at a different day, different series right now. Would be 1-0 for the Pelicans. But what do you guys think? Who's gonna win tonight? Again, it's 9:30 Eastern time. You know what I am surprised about? Porzingis, man. Right now, he's 1 for 8 from the field, shooting about 12%. 0 for 3 or 0 for 4 from 3. So he's looking a little shaky here. But the thing about Porzingis too, and I don't think people understand this, is that Porzingis is one of those people that even if he's not getting, and Joker is kind of like this, so I don't mean to compare the two, but if they're not necessarily getting it done from a field goal standpoint, they're still affecting the game just because of their size and the way they can move the ball. So that's what I love about the addition to this Boston Celtics team, is the Porzingis aspect, you know what I mean? I think that was huge for them. And honestly, getting Drew Holiday, I don't know why the Bucks let him go. Granted, Dame started off crazy, right? So it's like, that's phenomenal. Either way, we are back in action. Let's go ahead and get this tuned up.
In the paint, but the team that's ahead, just like the other night, is a team making significantly more three-point shots.
16 of 29 from beyond the arc for Miami. Boston with the ball here as Tatum misses with the left hand. Martin with the rebound. Miami has taken 15 more threes than twos.
And that's what I was saying right there. Porzingis affecting the game, even though he's not doing offensive right now. He's affecting the game.
Just 6 of 14 from two-point range, and Eric Spoelstra, the mastermind. This guy just continues to impress. Miami, a top 5 defensive rated team this year.
Sportsman's been doing this
They
too.
were very good. They were top 5 in three-point percentage defense. That was kind of out the window in game 1.
Both these teams were top 5.
Hell of a pass. That's a hell of a pass.
Sam on a bio. Set up by Tyler Hero. Thunder two-handed jam by Adebayo.
There are 7 assists, all 5 Heat starters in double figures.
Here's Jaylen Brown. He's got it. Brown.
And Jaylen Brown still cooking. 26 minutes, has 28.6 boards, 1 assist. Obviously, he ain't passing.
28 total for Brown. His fourth made three. Miami leads it by 2 with the ball. We approach the halfway mark in this third quarter. Martin crossover, drives on White. White with him.
Oh, so I don't like that team.
Defense by White. Porzingis the rebound. Boston can tie or take the lead. Adebayo picks up Tatum.
I like this action. Going right back to JB. And Hero's a weak defender, so I like that.
Short. Jovic the board.
I like that. You gotta pull that, Tyler. You gotta pull that. That's a good shot. What's he got tonight?
Tyler Hero shakes Jaylen Brown. Is lighting it up.
Yeah. He's got 18. I like that. Hero's got 18. 6 of 9 from 3 right now.
3 rebounds and a steal.
6 of 9 from 3-point
Pump fake.
range is Hero.
Yeah.
Adebayo with the foul. That's his third. Little touch foul as White got him off the floor.
I see. Jason Tatum's coming out right now. 5-minute mark.
Has not scored here in the third quarter.
The Sympathizer, the new HBO limited series, Rolling Stone calls
I'm telling you, man, Miami's one of those teams, man. You can never necessarily count them out. And that's what I've always appreciated about again, Miami and the culture. It's the same thing I used to say about all LeBron's teams, but these Lakers, Denver's just a tough matchup. Denver's an extremely tough matchup. But White, man, I think Derek White is underrated. Underrated.
Offensive foul. Tyler Hero commits the foul. Porzingis hit the deck. Miami gives it right back.
So costly.
Just kind of running into a space here, trying to draw one. Maybe in the regular season that goes your way if you're Hero, but certainly not in the playoffs.
So again, in the chat, who do you think is going to win this game? 70 to 75 in Miami's favor. Again, scoring breakdown. Jaylen Brown is going crazy. 28 points in the third. Jason Tatum's right behind him with 18 points. So, I mean, it's a hell of a game, man. A hell of a game. And again, I don't mind that shot from Porzingis. Porzingis can score the damn basketball. But that's the thing. Even if that shit doesn't go in for him, he's coming right back down and he affects the game defensively. Like, look at these rotations, right? Excellent. Oh my God, this is why I think they're one of the more complete teams. So I'm fucking with it. Ooh, I knew Boston was gonna go crazy if that went in. Damn. Damn. I love it. But that's the thing. So guys, that's the thing though, right? So as we're seeing this game play out, Miami is doing a hell of a job defensively, right? Rotating well, playing with grit, playing with hustle. And if you look at the roster, right, outside of Bam, because Jimmy's not playing, right? So you got Bam, Hero out there, and then the rest of them, it's kind of just filling in. They're kind of just filling players, like to call them. But look at where they're at. They're battling. They're up fucking 8 points on the number 1 overall Boston Celtics. A team that we consider one of the most complete packaged teams, right, from top to bottom. One that we assume is going to the NBA Finals, right? I don't see many people getting past Boston if they're clicking on all cylinders. I think they're coached well right now. I mean, passes like that is what really fucks it all up. Derek White is still, I think, again, one of the most underrated players in the league. I'm telling you, the Heat, man, you cannot count the Heat out, man. You cannot count the Heat out. Again, score update, as you guys are seeing it right now. Score update, 80 to 70, up 10 in the third quarter, 4 minutes left. Again, a scoring breakdown for everybody that just joined. Jaylen Brown is going crazy. He's got 28 points right now, 11 for 19 from the field, 6 boards, and 1 assist. Now he's not passing. He ain't never been one to pass, so we're cool with that. But he's really affecting the game. And the crazy thing about that too, guys, for everything that I just mentioned, his plus minus, he's still negative 17. Still negative 17. So, I mean, it says a lot. But then you look at Porzingis again. I talked about him affecting the game in so many ways, and everybody, we're on YouTube too, streaming to YouTube, but he affects the game in so many ways that even if his offense isn't good, he's affecting it defensively. So that's why we really like Porzingis on this roster. And same with Drew Holiday. I think he gives a good balance to it. But right now we're seeing, and let me see what the steals are. So yeah, I mean, Holiday has what, 2 steals. I've seen a lot of deflections earlier in the first half of the game. And so obviously we have down here on the bottom screen the game playing. We're on a commercial break right now. So we're going over score updates. As we look at Miami, Miami is, again, playing exceptionally well across the board. That's one of the things you have to appreciate about that team, even in the absence of said Jimmy Butler. So we look at the team right now. Hero is going crazy, 6 of 9 from 3 with 18 points. Right behind him, Caleb Martin, which I think was a great play for Miami to keep him. I know we let Gabe Vincent go, and you see how that played out for the Lakers so far. It ain't going too well. So they didn't really see any fall off by letting him go. And then obviously you got Bam. Bam's only got 13 points, 5 boards, and a couple of assists. So I mean, it hasn't been his best game so far. And as you can see, Miami's still up 10 on the #1 overall Boston Celtics. So it's a good game to see. It's a good game to see. For everybody that just joined, let me go through the chat real quick, see what you guys got here. He told Ethan, Mouse House told Ethan, keep dreaming. Yeah, Horford is playing for Jimmy. Unstoppable, yes sir, yes sir. Who guarding Jimmy and Rozier? Well, see, and that's the thing. Terry, I think is, and there's a reason he's got that name, Scary Terry. Man, he is one of the best, I'd say. And when you look at underrated players, I think Terry's name is in that too, because for my experience at least, he is one hell of a scorer. So I really like him on that team. Dade County tuning in. Horford's getting fried. Come on now, 305 baby. Yes sir, crib shit, chat, yeah, let's see, I like you on the chat, man. So again, in the chat, since you're in there interacting with each other, which I love to see, go ahead, who y'all got winning not only this series, but the finals this year? What's your finals matchup? Let's be real, how they putting the clamps on Rozier. Yeah, bro.
He could even
bro.
make some shakes, so it's just like he has that better.
I like that.
He
I like that.
He has all that stuff.
Celtics, for sure. And you know, here's the thing, and I know you guys see this everywhere, but we're getting into a new era, guys, where it's like if Lakers and Suns get bounced in the first round, which, I mean, let's be real, it ain't looking too good for LA, and really right now it ain't looking too good for Phoenix as well. But if they get bounced as we enter back into the game, it will be one of the first years where we don't have Bron, KD, or Steph Curry. So we're entering a new era of basketball where people are taking off. So let's look at what you guys said here. Celtics and Thunder. Marco, Celtics and Thunder. You think Thunder's taking down Denver? Dang. I don't know. Denver is a well-oiled machine, man. That's a good take, Martin. See, that's what I'm saying. So that puts Caleb Martin, what, at 18 points? So him and Tyler Hero leading the way with 18 points? Marco talking about, I don't know, I just hate the Nuggets. I feel you, man. I feel you. It's hard. It's hard. But they're just, look, Marco, you got to agree. They're just so good, bro. They're just so good. Even when they're having a bad game, like we kind of saw the other night, right? Even when they're having a bad game, they're still able to get it done. So, hey, look, I love it, though. Mavs on top, to be honest. Hey, look, that's the thing. So we were talking today, me and my guys, obviously over here on the staff, and it's like, yo, how far can the Mavericks actually go? And, whew, bro, I think, especially Jason Kidd has been playing defense. Look, so that's the thing. Let's talk about that real quick. As we know, Luka is not the best defender, but when we talk about when you have a defender that's not great, look at the coach. Who is their coach? Because a good coach puts in the right defensive schemes to hide that type of defender, right? So that's what kind of happened last night with the Mavs, and that's how they were able to pull it off with against the Clippers. It's like, okay, if we put in these particular defensive schemes right now, that sheds us going forward, and that came up clutch for them. So I love that game last night. I think the Mavs, if they click every game, that's the thing, they have to click every game, then yeah, they can get past the Clippers. Again, I don't know, Mark, I don't see anybody getting past the Nuggets though, bro. Toby said, yo, bro, are you watching this on League Pass or eStream? Actually, I only watch on 2 platforms, either the NBA, right, NBA League Pass, but right now I'm actually on Xfinity, so just my cable provider, bro. And then when we're at the office or the studio, we normally do just NBA.com, so. Heat most underrated team in the league for a while. Yeah, that's true, bro. That's true. That's true. And that's the thing, though. So for everybody that's in here, I'm talking to obviously our guy in the chat. It's like when you look at the Heat, it's one of those teams where if you just look at roster, besides Bam, Terry Rozier, obviously Jimmy Butler, you don't really think they're doing much. But again, it's that culture that we talked about, bro. It is that culture that we talked about that allows them to work hard, make timely plays, the little shit that puts them in position to actually go out there and be good and compete. So I love it. Let me see what we got here, guys. BS foul, yeah, for sure, for sure. For sure, Heat defense, yep. Mavs not making it past the second round. See, Marco, I'm with you, though. I'm with you on that. Again, they have to click every night, and that's a tough one to do. And that's what's wrong with the fucking, excuse my language, but that's what's wrong with my Suns, bro. It's like, well, I mean, there's a lot wrong with the Suns. Coaching, check that out, that's what's wrong. Obviously, a lot of ISO ball, a lot of deferring, that's what's wrong. I could talk about the Suns all damn day, but again, they have to click every night. If you remember last year, the only reason we got past the Clippers is two things. One, Kawhi going down. And then two, Devin Booker and KD had to drop 40 a night. Like what? D Book averaged 38 in that series. They were talking about he's the best since Kobe. Which, I mean, for that playoff run, it was looking like it. Clippers ain't getting past the Mavs. I don't know. I think it depends. It's they got to make the right reads. They got to make the right reads. If they make the right reads, because I was watching a lot of game film earlier today, and it's like the little things that Russell Westbrook does for that squad goes unappreciated and unnoticed. And if you guys like these lives, we'll break down film probably tomorrow. But they don't have the right players to make those reads. I mean, Paul George does does a hell of a job making right reads to players and stuff like that, but I don't know. So it's tough. I might agree with you. Clippers might not even get past the Mavs. Why do you think the Heat are so poor in regular season? Well, I mean, you got to look at it like this, and it's not only the Heat. It's a good amount of teams too that do this. But unless you're overly talented, then you're not really pushing yourself as hard as you can to really get through at least through the regular season, right? You see that with a lot of teams. Like, I mean, as good as Bron is. Oh, I mean, I'm not going to say the last 2 years it's been this way, but as good as LeBron is, that postseason is something totally different. So I think Miami just does what they need to do to get through with it. I mean, this season has been a little crazy. They had a lot of injuries, which was insane. A lot of ups and downs, but I'm excited to see what they're going to do tonight and obviously throughout the rest of this postseason. So let me see what else you guys got here. Honestly, I wish we had Terry right now. I think, yeah, I agree. I'm not even going to say, so ATK Mario, I'm not even going to say that I disagree in the sense that they wouldn't win, or you guys wouldn't win. I don't think that's going to push you over the top. But honestly, I feel like you guys still have a chance right now with your current roster as long as you continue playing as hard as you are, making the right plays. Like, you have to be perfect right now, especially with those two out. So, I feel you, bro. I have the Heat winning. Yep, Jimmy's back next. Yep. See, that's the thing. I don't think I have to look at that, Toby. I don't think actually Jimmy's back next game. As far as I know, that injury is going to take him out through the whole series. But I'll check on that. I'll get back to you on that. Heat. Okay. Yeah, you say you. Hey, Zeus or Jesus, you need Horford just to do 4 points to get that parlay. Tell us more about that parlay, because I think, let me see, Al Horford only got, or is it you need 4 more points, because he has 6 right now. He has 6 right now. All right, we're back, guys. Let me turn this up so you guys can hear a little bit. Again, score update, 82-77. Yep, Bam going to work. If Bam's going to go to work, he has to, yeah, I like that shot. Airball. Okay. I don't like that shot. I don't like that shot. Could have got something better than that. You said you need to have 10 points. Okay, so you need 4 more from Horford. I got you. He'll get 10. I believe he'll get 10, bro. I believe he'll get 10 for you. Get that parlay. Porzingis need to get back in the game. Yeah, and so, Marco, I mean, again, I keep talking about this, but Porzingis... Oh, my gosh, Duncan Roberts. I'm telling you, these boys came to play tonight. As a second made 3, and when we look at the stat sheet, guys, Yeah, look at that. So Jaime 11, Bam, obviously 13. Caleb Martin with 18. Tyler Hero with 18. Duncan Robinson only has 6. But that's the thing about, see, and you got to keep in mind, guys, when it comes to basketball, and I know you guys know this because obviously if you're following the page or in this chat, then you know at least or understand basketball. When these guys, when you look at the stat sheet after a game and you see a player with 6, 8, 10, you think to yourself, damn, he should have done better, right? You got to think, some of those buckets came at times during the game that they needed to at least score or they needed that particular possession. So that's why you can't really look at stats and see how it really affected the game. Let me see, Duncan so tough. Yeah, I do mess with Duncan, bro. I do. I like what he provides for a team. Now, he is streaky. That's the only problem with Duncan. But he's nice, bro. Playoff warrior. Yup. Cook. Asher. Yes, sir. Derek, the way Celtics washed them first game, I hope they come back. I was at game 1. Boston fans was, yeah, I feel you. For sure. Nah, seriously, I love series like this. I love when teams are tested. And I'm telling you, Miami's one of those teams that are going to test you. You have to earn that. And I'm not going to say that it depends. It depends on if Terry Rozier comes back and if somehow Jimmy Butler comes back again. When we looked earlier, he was out for the series. But if they came back, I almost wouldn't be surprised if this went to a game 7. Tell me what y'all think. Next round, Duncan A scoring over 2 points. Marco, relax, bro, relax. If they're making it. Spurs winning the championships the next 3 years. William, I'm glad to have you, bro. And look, this is the thing about the Spurs, and I'm very excited about that. So I don't know if you guys saw the news when maybe a couple days ago, Chris Paul is looking at the Spurs as a team that he'd like to join, right? Now, say what you want about Chris Paul, but in history, Chris Paul has had a hell of a way of impacting young players, right? Look at SGA. Look at that time he spent with SGA, and look who SGA turned into now. You can't give that all to Chris Paul, I understand that. But the influence that players have, especially mature players like Chris Paul, ones that have been around the block more than once.
That inspires.
Nice. AT&T just sent hands up on the
sorry, notification on the board.
I'm all about good advice.
They do it. He does an excellent job, leading them to where they need to go. So I'm very excited about if he goes to the Spurs, what that turns out to be. I would love to see what the Spurs are able to do in the next 3 years or so, especially if we get a high draft pick this year, and start to rebuild from there. And then I'm excited to see what players actually want to come play with Wemby, because I think they have the opportunity to do something very big. I wouldn't say next 3 years, but I could see something happen in the next 5 years. They're not going to be out of the playoffs for too much longer, so I'm excited about that. Josh Giddey, over under 16.5 age. Oh my God. Yo, get out of here with that. Get out of here with that. Get out of here with that. Warriors out for show. Yeah. That's true, bro. Kind of reminds me of the Lakers versus Rockets in 09. Celtics beat them. Yup. Cakewalk for sure. There's talks that we might bring Murray back. Really? That's interesting. That's very interesting. Yeah, guys. So, nah, you're good. You're good, Mark. You ain't hating. So, now I'm excited, man. I'm excited about this whole playoff series. I think. Do you think Clay's gonna get traded? That's such a sensitive subject now. We were talking about that too. As far as a trade for Clay, you got to look at it like this.
You ready?
Klay Thompson, obviously, the last year and a half has been one of those things where you don't know what he can actually give to you as a team, right? And I only say that as far as what you're going to pay him or what he wants to get paid. There has to be a balance there, but at the same time, I don't know. I think number one, he can no longer be the second option. I think that's clear, right, guys? We can all agree that he can't be the second option. I think third or maybe in fourth option would be good for him. So we got to start looking at teams that if he decides to leave the Warriors or the Warriors decides to part ways with Klay Thompson, where he can go to still contend. So it's tough. I don't know what's going to happen with Klay. I'm excited to see, though, because I think the Warriors are at an impasse where nobody wants to really leave, but at the same time, you can't see much success in the West with the current roster, right? So let's start looking at rebuilding. Or at least adding pieces while you still have Steph in there, because Steph is obviously Steph. Do you know when JB is expected to get back? Jimmy Butler, again, from what I read, he's not going to be back this series. So let's just take a look at when he is expected to come back. So Jimmy Butler, his current injury, if anybody knows. Yeah, dang. He's not playing tonight, obviously.
Boston led by 3 at the half. Miami went on a 15-3 run that put them up 12.
Yeah, right now there's no time for his return, so I'm sorry. Well, we're gonna look at it tomorrow with some of our sources and we'll see if we can get a better idea for you.
2-minute window as Tatum misses the
To be honest, let's go through some of this shit. I said Clay could lead his own. Who the hell said Clay could lead his own team? Clay is not leading a team right now. Come on now. Do you Celtics finals? Celtics Nuggets finals. Put your money on it. See that, and that's the thing. I like that matchup. I think that's probably the matchup that's going to happen. I don't see when we look at New York and Philly, right? Philly, even if Philly somehow miraculously got past New York, which is not going to happen, but if they do, there's no way Embiid is going to be in a position where he can actually carry that team through another round, and then the finals, right? That's just not happening. So then we look at, okay, it's the Knicks, but are the Knicks getting past the Bucks? And then are the Bucks getting past? No. So I don't know, bro. I agree with you. I think it is going to be Nuggets. I think they're the best team in the West, the best team in the league as far as playing together and what they offer. And then I think on the East, it is the Celtics. But as you know, it used to be, at least I should say, it used to be JT, like not to the extreme as James Harden, but wouldn't come up clutch when you needed him in the postseason. And so now we don't have that problem because you got Drew Holiday, you have Porzingis, you have options. So Boston and Nuggets would be my guess. Let me see what else. What's your Twitch? So Ingrid, I'm not actually on Twitch. We're only on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and then for play-by-play, we're going to be moving into playback TV. If we do a Twitch, trust me, you'll be the first to know. I promise.
And he missed it, and is 6 of 9 from beyond the arc. 6 made threes for Hero with 18 points. Tatum spins. He's fouled.
Tatum has a super team. It's still not going to win. Come on. It's possible. It's possible this year. He does have one of the best teams. I will say that. Top to bottom, they're one of the best teams. Not going to lie. You need Derek White in there. Yeah, you definitely do need Derek White in there. Again, Derek White is one of those pieces that help your team out a lot. Helps your team out a lot. Not only from the offensive end, but defensively as well. I think he's an underrated defender. You need Jason Tatum for 2 more threes. Hassan, you put the bet on the threes. What's the bet? What's the bet you got on the threes right now? The Celtics gonna somehow get upset this series? I don't know about this series. Like I said, I think it's going to Game 7 for sure. I think it's going to Game 7. If for some reason, I said Jimmy Butler comes back. And Terry Rozier comes back, then yeah, for sure. If Jimmy came back, who would you put? Ooh, if Jimmy came back, who would I put on him? If you're talking about defensively, then honestly, I think, look, say what you want. As I was just saying, Derek White's an underrated defender. I'd put Derek White on him. Or what I would do is play more like a zone-ish man, where it's a zone, you still have like the man playing there. That way you're getting everybody rotating. You never have to singly worry about Jimmy Butler destroying you. Now, he's starting to get his. Jimmy Butler is a dog, but at least that helps out a little bit. Yeah, you said I need Jason Tatum 1 more assist. Dang, everybody's got the bets tonight. And look, if you're gonna be betting, put in the chat what betting platform you use. We currently partner with BetUS, and they're a great platform. But obviously you have Underdog, you have all that stuff. What happened to Butler? He was injured, Game 1. You don't remember that? Yeah, that was crazy. Bro, it's not going to Game 7. Look, bro. If Butler and Terry came back because of the grit, hustle, grind, the mentality of the Heat culture that they play with, I wouldn't be surprised, is what I said, if it went to a Game 7. Now, there's a lot of factors that go into that. Again, I don't think Jimmy Butler's coming back. So, okay, you said you use DraftKings. DraftKings is great. And I don't know about Jason Terry, so we have to look at that. William, we'll look at Jason Terry right now. Use FanDuel. FanDuel's an excellent platform, too. My man Brandon said I can't bet I'm in Florida, bro. But if you could bet, what would that look like? What's a good parlay for you look like? Underdog. Yep, Underdog is a great platform. Yes, sir. So a lot of people using Underdog Fantasy. Ingrid, he plays with Hartford Shore. Yeah, they do. They do. And again, it's that type of mentality that's taken this team so far for so many years. It's insane if you really think about it. Because I mean, look, hey, let's put it like this. If you took this same damn Heat team, like right roster wise, and you put them in Charlotte, like where is that team actually going? Where's that team going? Now they still make in the East at least. They still may make the playoffs. That's undoubtedly. But are they going to Eastern Conference Finals? Are they going to the finals? Man, come on. Underdog, Kevin Reed using Prize Picks. Prize Picks a good one. I need Heat to win, but I need Celtics to get over 110 points. Well, let me see. Where are we at right now, man? We're at 90 to 81 in the fourth. Oof. Hey, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think you're getting 110 on the Celtics right now tonight. DraftKings and Prize Picks. Yeah, some great platforms that you guys are using for sure. Now, if anybody actually goes out and uses BetUS, because again, they're a good platform too. They give you a lot of bonuses, shit like that. Let me know. Brandon's using Underdog, Prize Picks. Okay, good stuff.
How many people could you tell?
So Sleepy Cat said, I mean, it's hard for the Nuggets to win against the Wolves in the second round. Really? So Sleepy Cat, tell me about that. Let us know. Why do you think the Nuggets? And okay, I will say this. Last year we looked at, obviously it looked easy for the Nuggets, but last year we looked at all the teams that the Nuggets played, right? And if you guys recall the podcast Run Your Race with Theo Pinson, and Bruce Brown was on there, right? Bruce Brown. And he said the hardest team that they faced wasn't the Suns, wasn't the Lakers, it was who?
Sounds delicious.
The Timberwolves, right? And you're seeing it now, right? Where it's like, obviously Ant came into his own, again, looking phenomenal. Cat's there, you have the defensive player of the year, I say quote unquote because, you know, I still think Wemby should be up there for that. But if not, then whatever. But the thing about the Timberwolves is they have guys on that bench that step up when necessary. If Ant isn't scoring, if Ant isn't giving you 30, right? You got guys that can come in and take over that reign. They're not going to give you 30, but they'll give you 15, 18, maybe even 20 if necessary. And that's what's putting the Timberwolves in place. And again, they're playing with, like I said earlier, that same dog in them like Miami's playing with. So I could see, now I'm not going to say Nuggets wouldn't beat them, but I could see that being another tough matchup this year for Denver. So I'm excited to see that. I'd rather, honestly, look, I'm a KD fan, so I am rooting for the Suns, but if this series plays out, I would rather have the Timberwolves play the Nuggets right now than the Suns. I will say that. Ingrid said, I think the Nuggets aren't doing as good as they used to, but they're still up there 10 out of 10. Yeah, I feel you on that. Wemby's going to break LeBron's scoring record. Listen, if anybody could, I agree it could be Wemby. But again, he has to play 20-plus seasons. And as tall as he is, I'm not going to say frail. I don't want to say that. If he's able to put on muscle mass, get stronger, make sure he doesn't get injured, I can see that happening. Now, that's a tough one, though. 40,000 plus points, like that's insane, bro. But Wemby does have that ability. He's going to be able to score damn near anywhere on the floor at any point in time. Excellent player. Wemby's gonna. Let me see. I mean, you got a good defender against Jokic, and you got a bad matchup in general for the Nuggets. Yeah. Again, if anybody's going to at least try to slow down Joker, then yeah, it's got to be those Twin Towers and Cat and obviously Gobert. So Luka as this year, but. What do you think about the Mavs this season? So we talked about this. I like the Mavs currently right now as is. I think, obviously after game one, that whole situation, they made the proper adjustments, especially defensively. And that's what showcased, obviously, through game two. Now, too, if you look at that game, I could argue the Clippers played better without Kawhi. Now, that's going to happen sometimes, right? Because you're getting more ball movement, you're getting other players step up. James Harden did his thing. So it's super exciting to see them play that way, but then Kawhi came back, so now you're readjusting. Touches aren't the same. So I think Mavs did an excellent job at working with what they had at that moment in time. You got to respect, too, obviously Jason Kidd, the coach, for making those adjustments. Again, hiding Luka in certain situations, making sure defensive schemes are what they need to be. And obviously the offense, I mean, be real. Luka and Kyrie, dangerous dynamic duo, especially offensively. And Kyrie, if you look at Kyrie, I'm not going to say he's, a great defender. I'm not even going to say he's a good defender, but he makes timely plays on defense that help out. So I will say that. Ryan said Joker got 47 against Rudy. look, I agree. Look, I agree with you, bro. I agree with you. We're not saying that Rudy's going to shut down Joker. All right. Now, I'm in the boat too, and forgive me, guys. I need to know what you guys think, bro. But I'm in the boat where it's like Rudy, he might affect the way someone plays, like taking to the basket. It might affect you like that. I'm not gonna say he's the greatest defender I've ever seen, but I will say he will help out in trying to mitigate how effective Joker can be. But at the same time, guys, you gotta be honest. Joker, even if he's not scoring, is one of the most dangerous players in the league because he's a hub for an offense, right? He's gonna make that wide open pass. He's gonna get players open. He sees the game really well. So for that, at least, you have to respect Joker. But the way the Timberwolves are playing, and what we were saying, is basically they do play with that grit. They play with that grind. They're dogs, and so I can see them giving them a good series there. Luka has a chance. He's been scoring more than Bron. Yeah. Now, are you saying he has a chance to break the scoring record, or what are you saying there? Dangerous duo for real. Took them a while to click. Yeah, for sure. It did take them a while to click, but they're getting it now. Gobert ain't the same after Draymond. Yeah, I know, boy, I know. Derek White MVP. Hey, stand up for Derek White. Look at him. See, look at. All right, so let's break down the game. Derek White's right here, right? Now, anybody knows basketball, okay, so right there wasn't the best defensive rotation, but when you look at Derek White's game, and I was saying this earlier, he is one of the most, at least top 10 underappreciated when it comes to defense. But I think this scheme that the Celtics run helps with that. Jason Tatum, obviously an excellent defender. I think one of the greater two-ways in the league. You got Drew Holiday. Everyone knows he's known as a great defender. Porzingis, 7'2", 7'3". So that's one of the things that makes this team highly effective defensively, because you got that. Even when Al Horford comes in, that experience that Al Horford has, intelligence, helps. But look, my rook over there, man. My rook. Tiny. He got 14. For those who don't know, we're going to break down stats real quick. So, Miami, Tainy's got 14. Leading scorer right now is now Bam, who was quiet. Now he's got 19. Caleb Martin, 18. And Tyler Hero, 18. JB, he was a little quiet at the end of that third. But right now, Jaylen Brown, he should still be leading all scorers, yeah. No, damn, 32. Jaylen Brown came in, got 32 right now. JT, Tatum, 24. And then honestly, after that, it's pretty quiet. Derek White's the only other double-digit scorer. He got 10. Oh, is there echo? Supreme, I'm sorry. My bad, brother. My bad. Thank you for letting me know that. Why didn't anybody else let me know there's echo? Come on, man. 203 people here. Nobody let me know there's echo. Daniel, join from your short videos. I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that. Marco, I need Porzingis to wake up these last 3 minutes for sure. If you're betting... Oh, no echo on my end? Yeah, but who? Supreme, what are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? Come on now. Everybody's saying there's no echo. My boy said that. What do you say? What do you say? Need Porzingis to wake up? Marco, if you're betting on the game, what do you need Porzingis to do right now? I mean, obviously he's got to score. He only got 4 points. He won from 9. But what are you trying to reach with that? Kevin, no echo. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for being honest about that. I don't know what my dude was saying. And trust me, guys, we're gonna get this streamlined. This is one of our first real lives. Obviously, if you've tuned in with us for a while, we do a lot of reels. We do a lot of podcasts, especially on YouTube. So going live is new for us. And actually, the only reason we went live, so our guy Gilbert Arenas, who does Gil's Arena podcast, was like, obviously going live helps with our community engagement, and I want to interact with you guys. We got to interact with you guys, so I'm excited about this. So everyone that's in here right now, one, I want to say thank you for joining. I appreciate that, and obviously here we're here to talk basketball. So he said, "Are you doing this for the next game tonight?" Yeah. So so I'm excited, man. That game, one, I love watching SGA play, just because I think he's one of the best young talents for sure. I like watching Chet play. But two, man, I think the Pelicans, when you look at that team, again, that's another team that technically is really not supposed to be there because Zion was in and out of the rotation. Obviously, he's not in the rotation. I don't think tonight either. So you look at that and it's like, bro, they're not even supposed to be there. So I like the way they're competing too. I appreciate that. Type shit. Hey, easy, okay, my man. Celtics need to wake the hell up and stop leaving open threes. Yeah, for sure. When you look at that defense, they're supposed to be a top 5 defensive team, and right now, again, they're not looking like it. But that's what I was saying. That Miami Heat team, that culture, forces teams to adjust, even slightly, and that's what they're capitalizing on tonight. So I like that. My man Kevin Reed. Jose, not gonna lie, thank you for letting me watch my team play for sure, bro. For sure. As long as you're having a good time, I appreciate that. I need Hero over 25 and JT over 20. Oh, okay. Hey, look, so Hero right now, just to give you some updates, I know you're watching it. So let's see where we're at right now. You say you need Hero at 20 and 5, right? Okay, well, Hero got you 20. Now when you say 5, what's the 5, bro? Because he only got, damn, Tyler Hero got 12 assists. See, that's the thing. That's what's going on tonight. Look, all the stats I looked at, I didn't even know Tyler Hero had 12 assists. He's balling, bro. He's balling. You said JT 25 and 5. I mean, JT only gets 25 and 5. Let me see. Yeah, JT got 24. You got 8 boards. We only got 3 assists. So if you're talking about 5 assists, I don't know. Especially when you start getting into his final minutes. I wouldn't say Jason Tatum's passing. Something about the Heat being the AC for real. Yeah, for sure. Wait, for sure. Sleepy Kid, I was talking to my dad the other day. He had the Bucks and Suns in the finals. KD gonna do his thing. I like your dad. KD's my guy too, so I'm always with KD. But it's not something that KD can really do himself. Obviously, like we were talking about last year, him and Booker needed to drop damn near 40 a night in order to even compete, and you can't win like that. I mean, we were talking today. I would love to hear y'all's opinion, almost 200 of y'all's opinion on if the Suns are gonna pull out this series. And again, they're down 0-2 right now. If they're going to pull out the series, do they need to put Bradley Beal on the bench? And if not, what rotation lineup should they look to change to in order to compete? Again, my opinion real quick before y'all even speak is I need to see Isaiah Thomas play a little bit more. And I need to see Bobo play. And say what you want, Bobo is one of those players, and IT too, but those are 2 of those players that it's the teams and the players that you don't expect much from that end up changing a series. And so that's what I would go to, especially because there's no game plan for those guys right now. My guy, cool guy, 123. Are you a Heat or Celtic? Actually, bro, I'm neither. But in this series, I got to go with the Celtics, just because from top to bottom, I think they're one of the most talented teams in the league. Obviously, Drew Holiday, Porzingis, Derek White, JB, JT. You got players on the bench, and it's like. Now we'll say, say what y'all want about Joe Mazzulla. I just don't know if he's the guy to get them there just yet. So I don't know. You guys let me know. Let me see here. Thanks for letting me watch Miami Heat. For sure. I know the Heat and Celtics are people's teams. Watch along. Bro, I need Al Horford to just get one more bucket. Let me see. Al Horford got you what? He got you 6. Yeah, I know, bro. Put Kevin Love in. Hey, look, if you want to win, put Kevin Love in. I feel you on that. But look at the score. We got 4 minutes left. They're up 11, right? As long as it doesn't go to shit real quick, y'all got this game. Bobo the truth. Kevin Reed. Hey, look. So the knock on Bobo isn't his talent. It's that they say he doesn't work hard. And I don't know about that. I gotta be honest with you guys. I don't know if you don't work hard. Right? We're not in the locker room. We're not behind the scenes. You said Pelicans beating Thunder, good take. I just think the Thunder are way too young to experience. Mouse House 08. Before the series started, And even most of that game the other night, I'd agree with you. I think obviously young teams like that, they never really do come into their own until later years. I think, though, the Pelicans with Zion being out does make it tough. I would say if Zion was back, and I mean, you saw the game he had in that play-in, 40 fucking points, and didn't even play the last few minutes of the fourth. If they had Zion, I could see them beat the Thunder. I could. But right now, I gotta go with SGA and the boys, just because I think after that game, when they got out most of those jitters, I think they'll probably beat Pelicans 4-2. Shit, I would say they'd sweep, but I'm never gonna go against teams like that and call them out. That's not right. Heat be choking in fourth quarter sometimes. Hey, sometimes they do. Sometimes they do. I mean, right now you're only up 6, and the NBA being up anything isn't safe. Being up anything is not safe anymore. And look, that's the thing, right? That's the thing. Where are they playing right now? They're playing in Boston. So, look, if any comeback was going to happen on any floor, it's going to be in Boston. So I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if somehow this game just quickly turns in a matter of 30 to 60 seconds. It's crazy. But it's a good game. I'm excited about this. Who's tuning in to that Pelicans and OKC game? In the chat, let me know. Who's tuning in to that game? It's going to be a good game, I'm telling you. It's going to be a good game. Again, everybody, thank you for joining. We've been at just over 200 for a lot of this live, so I'm excited about that. You guys have done an excellent job. Everybody's communicating well. I appreciate that. Again, we're continuing through. Yes, we're going to do the OKC and Pelicans game. I am very excited about that. What's your prediction for the playoffs? So let's look at that together. So when we look at everybody as a whole, right? Let me pull that up right now. I know you guys can't see it, but I got it on the screen over here. When we look at the brackets. All right, let's start from the top. So we got Thunder and Pelicans. If we're talking about my predictions for that, I got Thunder. I think they're going to play well. I think, again, not having Zion hurts. Clippers and Mavs. The Clippers, before the playoffs started, I was talking to CJ McCollum's brother, Aaron McCollum, and we agreed that when you look at the Clippers team, if they were in sync and Kawhi, didn't get injured and PG don't get injured, that kind of thing, one of the most talented teams. But again, scheme-wise, the Mavericks are playing excellent. Luka and Kyrie, a hell of a backcourt. The adjustments they made as far as trades late in the season helped the team a lot. I'm going Mavs. Ooh, Caleb Martin, boy! Look, Pat Riley's loving it. Pat Riley loving it. Oh, it's crazy. See, keep playing like that, they'll win. JT, that's too. See, he's doing too much. This is what we talk about. You got to utilize your team in these moments. Now, Jason Tatum is big time, superstar, can give you a bucket. But when it's 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in this game, you need a bucket now. That's not what you take. But again, who am I to tell Jason Tatum how to play basketball, right? Tyler Hero, going crazy. Miami's up 9. Tyler Hero is going crazy. Again, let's look at his stats for this evening, guys. For those that are just tuning in or those that don't know currently the box score for Mr. Hero, tonight he was a hero. 20 points, 14 assists, 5 boards, 6 of 10 from 3. Tyler Hero came to play. Look, Joe don't know what's going on. Joe Mazzulla was like, "Hi, yo, bro, how did this happen tonight? How did this happen? Let's go Heat." Now, again, I'm not a Heat fan, but I love seeing them play and give teams a matchup. Again, I mean, that's a decent shot for him, but that's not what we take. Now, listen, so another argument I was having, a discussion. Have any of y'all seen European basketball being played? If you've seen it actually work out, you've seen the schemes, you've seen how they played offensively, let me know in the chat.
Fouls on Martin.
Vortex, I love that we're always underdogs. Yeah. I feel you on that. Now, the reason I brought up European basketball is because actually one of the greatest, at least he was rated one of the greatest offensive coaches is not in the NBA. He's actually overseas. He plays for a team called Paris. So if anybody has time later this week or this weekend, look up just Paris basketball and look at how they move the ball. Look at the schemes they run offensively. Because we were talking and we were like, yo, if a team just adapted this play style, which will never happen in the NBA because the NBA is centered around what? It's centered around superstars, talent, athleticism, that kind of thing, right? That's what sells. But if a team were to adapt the play style where it's like not one individual player is leading the charge, a lot of these teams would, one, put up hell of a good numbers, right? Probably 120, 130, 140 plus. But they'd also be so effective that it would be hard to stop. Now you have to complement that with defenders, right? You gotta play defense in the game of basketball. But that's the thing there. And so Boston is one of those teams we were talking about. It's like if they adopt this play style, they would be damn near unstoppable. And to be honest with you guys, they probably wouldn't be down right now. They'd be getting buckets almost every turn. So we're gonna do a live on that too one day where we break down why that overseas play style, European basketball play style actually works. Now granted, the talent isn't like the NBA, but the schemes always do work.
It is.
How is this a close game? Celtics should be ashamed. They losing the Heat. look, man. The Heat got that culture, like we've been talking about all day, man. The Heat will play. They'll give you a game. You gotta respect that. Look at this, guys. I know it's a foul, but come on. Now, fortunately, 117 is still a lot of time, especially in today's NBA. So, let's say he makes both these free throws and puts it up and puts the game at 100 to 107, right? At that time, you're down 3 possessions. But obviously, the way the shot clock works and the way teams, pursue the ball, it's possible to actually still make this work for Boston. Now, I don't think they will. I think Heat, as long as they don't fall out, they'll be just fine. But to let you, Jaylen Brown got on the left hand. Hey, you've been working on it. Jaylen Brown tonight, though, despite this potential loss that he's taken, Jaylen Brown has put up 33, maybe 34 if he has his free throw, with 7 boards. He was 50% from 3.
What helps you more than anything is to get a bucket.
Oh my, see? You needed that. Rico, you go last year? Yeah, so Lakers game definitely, because I'm really interested. Lakers go back home, obviously. But I'm really interested to see how the Lakers respond to that, because they played probably the best game that they could play against the Nuggets last game. LeBron came up clutch, D'Lo came in hot, Anthony Davis played like a superstar. Damn, that's game. You needed that 3. You needed a bucket, but you definitely needed that 3. That's game. So shout out to Miami for playing a hell of a game tonight. And all the Miami fans, you guys did it tonight. It was a great game. We're going back to the Lakers. Yeah, I'm excited to see how they respond to that. I'm excited to see what happens. Now, history shows when AD has a hell of a game, next game he doesn't do so well, right? So let's hope that doesn't happen and we actually play. Kevin Reese said Denver in 5. Honestly, bro, I got Denver in 4. Now I hope Lakers get 1 or 2 or turn it around, but Ingrid said, "I'm the fans dipping." Hell yeah, they dipping. You know how Celtics fans are. Jaime is so good. Yeah, Jaime's good. Jaime's gonna be a force. The problem with Jaime is that he's an older rook, or older player now for what year he's in. So that does, that hurts. But the good thing about those players are basketball intelligence, and they know how to adapt to play. So you can have a long career despite that. When is the Laker game? Laker game is, let you know right now, brother. Should be tomorrow. It's the last game. It is a 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time game. So if you guys are up and ready to watch that, we can do this tomorrow too for them. But either way, I'll be here. Alex said, praying for Lakers in 6. Oh man, so you think the Lakers are gonna win the next 4? Alex, you think the Lakers are gonna win the next 4?
How much is the Branzino?
Ah,
Market price.
dang. Okay, I don't know about that.
You can't tell me how much a fish
Are you
was.
streaming next game? Yes, we are streaming next game. Hey, look, so that's the thing though. We've been at 200 plus for most of this. We're starting to dip now. Obviously, this game is coming to a conclusion. But hey, look, you got friends, family that want to watch this. Make sure you send it in. Make sure you send it in. And let me ask y'all, why y'all in here and y'all like talking basketball, right? I've seen a lot of good interaction from a lot of people in here, and I love it. But we just started a Discord not too long ago to keep this community going. And there's two reasons. Let me turn this down just in case. There's two reasons for this, because obviously we like having interactions like this. We can talk basketball. I love talking basketball. And so if you guys want to join the Discord, I think it's in our link on TikTok. Just hit the link, go to Discord, please join. There's a lot of things that, no is ITV, I'll answer you in a second. But there's a lot of things I want to talk in there. There's a lot of things that giveaways we're doing. Like the giveaway in the Discord is insane. Once we reach, I think it's 1,000 members. I gotta check with the team. Once we reach 1,000 members on Discord, we're giving away a camera, a mic. It's a Fi-Fi mic, but a good studio mic. We're giving away $250 gift card to your choice. It can be Amazon, Puma, Nike, Jordan, whatever you want to do. And small merch, like obviously our Entirely Media hats. We got Jersey Nation, who's one of our partners, to get you a jersey, whatever jersey you want. Doesn't have to be NBA. They do a lot of good stuff. Toby said I can only see the in Linktree. I gotta check the Mavs Discord. I'm gonna put it, guys. I'm gonna put the Discord link in the chat here. You guys, let me know if you can get to it, okay? But yeah, so we love talking basketball. Love to get you guys in there. And then back to you, is ITV. What camera are you using? Webcam. So I'm actually not using a webcam up here. I'm actually using a actual camera. At the studio office, we use the Canon R50, and then here at home, I use the Canon M50 Mark II. And so I think you can get those cheaper right now, because they were discontinued, but it's still an excellent camera. And then you just download the Canon webcam software to use it on your computer. So it's an excellent thing to do. You said you got a Sony a6400? Yeah, come to Sony. Look, I don't know. I just been a Canon guy for so long. It's one of those things where it's like Xbox and PlayStation. You know what I mean? You've been on Xbox for so long or PlayStation for so long, you don't really want to make the switch. It's what you know. I do love Canon, bro. I do love Canon. So I'm gonna stay here for now, but I'm not gonna say that I won't switch over to Sony. We'll see how it goes. Okay. Next game on the same lot. Yeah, we're gonna keep it through. I'm gonna just switch over to games and we'll see what happens. Again, we're dwindling down to 129. So I mean, I'm a little upset about that, but we're gonna be good. I'm gonna switch up everything. And we'll keep going. But he said, yeah, because I use Apple for streaming. People tell me to switch to PC. That's the thing, bro. I'm an Apple user myself. I love Apple. Like, that's all I got. Like, everything around this house and at the office is Apple. But to stream to TikTok and stream on YouTube like we're doing now, I had to build a PC. So that's what we got over here. I built a little mini PC. So, I think the most I spent on it was almost 800. But it's worth it, bro, because it's literally like this big. So I can take it to the office, I can bring it home, and it's like no bigger than me taking a lunchbox. So, if you want, I'll send you, if you join the Discord, we can talk privately. I can send you all my specs and everything, so you can start streaming too. I'd love to see you win, bro. I just hate not having airdrop. I know. Hey, Ingrid, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. Thank you for stopping in, for sure. If you're on tomorrow, again, Lakers will be on there too. Great game. Again, Miami, Boston, 111-101. I am going to stop this. I'm going to stop it. So everybody's in here. Join me on the new one. I'm going to get a new link going for the Lakers in about 5-10 minutes. Take a little break, collect myself, and I'll see y'all in the next one, all right? I'm out. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Just make every right play. It's not all about scoring. The playoffs, you got to make the right play. Our guys showed up tonight. Caleb Martin, Nicola, everybody. Jaime, Rook, he was doing his thing as well. And everybody came to play. We lost bad in game one, and everybody responded. That's all you can ask for from a group of guys.
Hey, YouTube, we're out of here. I appreciate y'all been doing this for a while. I appreciate y'all. We out of here. We out of here. All right, I'll see y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in, bro. Thank y'all for tuning in.
We're here. Anything can happen.